Hi, folks. This is Dr. Don. I want to take a little bit of time here and talk about Module 3. Believe it or not, I just discovered that somewhere along the line, the overview introductory video for Module 3 was removed from the course. I can't find it. So I'm going to make up for that and kind of give you a little bit deeper introduction to what we're doing now in Module 3, because this is really one of the key modules, the information in it, that you need to understand if you're going to be doing business analytics. It is the nature of what we call sampling and inferential analysis that is the bedrock upon which many business decisions are made. This image is called the big picture of statistics. And what it's talking about is usually in the real world, we don't have access to all the data on everything that we're interested in at a given point in time. And so we have this population, which is the green dot there, and we're forced to take a sample, hopefully a scientific sample, something that we don't get into in this course, but we take that sample and we produce data. And then we do the exploratory data analysis. That's what we did in Module 2, when we start breaking apart this data, looking for patterns, calculating means and modes and averages and those kinds of things. And once we've explored this data and get a bit of understanding on it, then we can start asking questions. And because this is just a sample, it's not the entire population, it's not all the data, we have to use probability to help us make these informed decisions. Based on what we know about the data and using the theories of probability, we can say if this in a sample is true, we're 95% confident that this is true in the overall population. And that's what we're going to be doing. That's when we're making an inference. 95% confidence that Joe Blow is going to win the election. Remember that, those samples. And these are the learning path. We've got some learning materials that you should dig into. It says review before attempting assignments, but you might want to go back and forth with those. But you do need, I recommend highly, going through those learning materials. Then we've got the first thing that's due, or the rehearse 1 initial try is due by Thursday, and then both rehearses 1 and 2 must be submitted by Sunday night. And again, what we have there, remember, we've got the 2 rehearses where we walk you through examples, and then we give you code chunks that you copy and paste into your rehearsed document in Posit Cloud or RStudio. Hopefully you're getting that pattern down. We've got our tips and tricks discussions. You guys are doing great on that. And then we've got a remix report, again, which is based on those 2 rehearses and finding the correct code chunk from those rehearses, pasting it into your remix worksheet, and then editing it for the new variables or the things of interest. That's what we do, and that's due Sunday night. Let's go on, and I just want to go over these learning materials. This first one, data literacy book, is something you don't have to have that done before you do the rehearses, but I think it's really worth reading that book. And Morrow's got some good ideas about data literacy. And this is an article talking about this analytics translator. Sometimes we call that the citizen data scientist, this new have role, when you're not a statistician, you're not a professional coder, but you understand your business. We call that the domain knowledge, enough that you can say, here's the problem, we need to get this data, and then we need to answer these questions. And then you can, if you don't know how to do it yourself, farm it off to your data analysis or your data person pro. We've got 2 books here. the basic course manual, and you should read through this chapter 3 on probability. And then these 2 crash course videos are really good. Again, they're long, but speed them up. You can usually get what you need if you speed the playback up. But it's useful information that will help you in the rehearses and the remixes. And then, of course, we've got our lab manual. And I already got that open. You can click there, and it would take you to lab 3. I had to move a little bit here. This is of course, the home page in Canvas. The way I like to work on these remixes is to have them open. This is the overall lab manual, so that you can access everything from there. I have a tab on Rehearse 1, a tab on Rehearse 2, a tab on the remix, and I haven't opened it up yet, but I would have my Posit Cloud work instance over here. And then as I'm going through, particularly when I get to the remix, I can very swiftly jump back into the rehearses as needed to get the code chunks. So I hope you have some fun with this module. I'll give you some more information coming, but hang around and I'll be seeing you soon.